Hi, I'm Tom Finney and I'm here at the Hills Cerny Wick Quarry in Gloucestershire for Mammoth 2.1. Nev and Sally Hollingworth have kindly given us access to this dig, which is the last chance to uncover some history at this famous site. The site was the subject of the 2021 BBC documentary Attenborough and the Mammoth Graveyard, and we're now here to see what more can be found. There's around 186 volunteers lending a hand over the month-long dig, including a number of experts in their field. We've been spending the first week talking to some of the team.
Better, but you know, let's keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
So yeah, hand axe, mammoth, and croc. Clezzy, you know, we've got the lot so far in just day 0 and day 1. So I think it's really great.
Where the rib is, okay. The one thing I want to try and sort out a little bit more systematically is that we work in a line, which we'll mark out with twine. It'll be 1 metre wide, it'll be a long line, and then people can work a line rather than just little patches, so that we can systematically dig down to the bedrock, which is the Kellaway's rock, and then there's some patches in this area that need excavating out, and there's some patches here that need excavating out to work all of this material out that wasn't excavated last year. The Brucey bonus in all of this is that the chances of finding vertebrate material are highest in those particular areas that we're just excavating at the moment.
That's okay, that's okay.
Don't float no water with my eyes.
I got your phone.
Yeah, but then you just can't see my eyes. Task force!
So cheese!
Cheese!
First time.
This site used to be an actively working gravel quarry, and when they had excavated down a few metres, there was an area that we investigated because we had a watching brief on this site. This was in 2017, and we found a lot of broken mammoth bones, bits of teeth, other bone shards and various other fossils that indicated there was something here that was a little bit different. Further trial excavations whilst the site was still active and still a working quarry proved that there was an awful lot more mammoth material here than we thought. In context with all of this were some fantastic fossils from the underlying Jurassic beds that underlie this whole area, and they're called the Kellaway's Formation, and it contained beautifully preserved ammonites and other marine animals fossils, including marine vertebrate fossils, that's ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs, bits and pieces of bone material that suggested that there was a lot more here. So this is a unique site. We've got mammoth and other ice age giants, and we've also got giants of the Jurassic seas. We've also got the remains of the other animals that lived in the Jurassic seas, the ammonites, the bivalves, the oysters, the gastropods, all the things you would see in a modern sea today, in a tropical sea. In 2019, when we had the first big dig, and that was when the Attenborough and the Mammoth graveyard film was produced, the site was just beginning to yield its secrets, reveal its secrets, and we had many unanswered questions. So this dig, which is a much bigger sort of project, is to then focus on expanding out those dig sites to see what else we can find and recover the material before this site is finally restored. So the work that's going on over the season that we've got at the moment is really to sort of get in there and try and answer some of these questions about how these animals lived and how they died, and also collect stuff from the Jurassic material, which can then go into display and research for future generations to work on. So there'll be a fantastic legacy from this site. So there's a series of excavations that have gone on, but this is the biggest one. It's the only one in the country of this size and scope and nature, bringing together experts from geology, paleontology, study of fossils, archaeology, geoarchaeology, sedimentology, people working on different aspects of the fauna and flora, and the plan is to bring all of this together in one single published volume that will be a legacy to Cerny Wick and Oak Tree Field.
That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Rhinoceros, two Cadoceros, three Cadoceros.
Wow,
Very good, huh?
just all in a little assemblage like that. Crazy. There, and then cad there, and then there's another one here as well.
The trouble with a lot of these, they need preparation.
Right, I got this one here then. It's worth keeping that, that's just a bit that's broken, needs repairing. Put that there. That one on top, just there. There you go. Go back over there.
Okay, so I'm here with the team leader, Casey. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
So firstly, I was just wondering, what is your background and is it paleontological at all?
No, not really at all. Not up until the last 4 years, really. Sort of mainly construction. Then I went into essentially management of river systems and maintenance of large ponds and lakes.
What made you so passionate about this dig in particular, and what made you want to come here to volunteer?
Well, I got to know Sally and Ned through a place called Smallmouth Sands in Weymouth. We're very passionate about smallmouth, vertebrates, invertebrates of the lower Kimmeridgian deposits at 152 million years old. So yeah, we got to know each other through that. They contacted me last year when I started my geology degree, and essentially invited me to the dig for, unfortunately, the last day. But this year I get to start right from the start, so been here 5 days, and yeah.
That's great, thank you very much. So I hear that you're a team leader on this site. What does that role entail?
For me personally, I see it myself as a bit of a morale booster. I like to keep people smiling, help out as and where I can. My official sort of role here is, as you say, team leader, assistant quarry manager also. So Nev's right-hand man, but we work predominantly on the sieving on site, so we're looking out for the small stuff.
So have you found anything exciting while you've been digging over the past few days?
Some burnt flint, which is in close proximity to some of the mammoth bones and other bits and pieces that we're finding. We can't be definitive on whether it's associated or not, but yeah, some interesting things have popped out. Obviously you know about the mammoth teeth and the other various bits and bobs, but the small stuff, yeah, predominantly flint. We're also going through a lot of Jurassic material where the Paleolithic Thames used to run through a Jurassic deposit, so we're getting mixed material.
So I was just wondering, while you've been on the site, have you encountered any challenges and how have you overcome these challenges?
For me personally, it's probably getting over imposter syndrome. There's a few faces on site that have helped me nicely get through that. Kieran Mason has a nice comment or two to say along the way, which is really helped, because he's very, very knowledgeable on things like work to flint, for example. And of course there's Nev and Sally, and we've got people like Stephen Zhang, woolly mammoth, mammoth expert. So collectively we've all just settled into more of a friendship group with our specific specialities. And where mine might be lower Kimmeridge clay deposits of 152 million years old, completely different to here, we've all got this kind of understanding that we have our specialities elsewhere, but together we all bring something to the team. So yeah, imposter syndrome was the biggest challenge for myself to get over. I still very much feel it now and then now, but it's a phenomenal team, and when you've got a phenomenal team, challenges become less challenging.
That's great, Casey. Thank you very much for your time. So I'm here with Billy. Hi, Billy. So first of all, I was just wondering why you're here volunteering and what makes you so passionate about this dig site.
So I was actually here last year as well. So I definitely wanted to come back and see what we could find this year. And this is the biggest paleo dig in the UK history, I think. So to be a part of that just is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's great. So firstly, what have you been working on over your time here?
So I've been doing a mix of things, mostly been down in like the nether regions, we're calling it, down in the Ice Age, using the trowel and pick to just take back the layers and exposing whatever we can find. But I've also been doing some sieving as well, looking for like the tiny little microfossils that get missed. So yeah, we found loads of flint and stuff doing that. It's been good.
Oh wow. So you say you found the flint. Have you found anything else exciting that you could talk about?
Well, yeah, this morning I found a bit of croc rib, which is like one of the first, I think it's the first piece of bone I've actually found here, so that was really cool. And there's not been much crocodile found here, so yeah, that was great.
Oh wow. So have you encountered any challenges while you've been working, and how have you overcame those challenges, if you haven't had any?
Yeah, mostly I think it's like just heat exhaustion and stuff from the weather. It's really hot today, and it's going to get hotter in the next couple of days as well. So you've just got to drink plenty of water, make sure you wear sun cream, come up for breaks if you need them, get in the shade, and just don't overexert yourself really. We're here to have, a good experience, it's not like a slave labour or anything.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Thank you very much, Billy. Join us in the next episode of Mammoth 2.1, where we will delve deeper into this historic site in Cerny Wick and get further insight from our experts, as well as outline the process of fossil excavation in more detail.